Yo, morning, wake up to Rodney, and it is a great day. And I'll tell you why it's a great day, because Spurs are playing in the Europa League final against Manchester United, 28th of May in Bilbao. And guess who's going? Big dog. So I'm happy about that. So that's going to be amazing. So I'll be able to do Wake Up to Rodney on the day of the final and the day after the final from Bilbao. How good's that going to be? Got to bring my cameras and everything to film it properly and not just on my phone. Anyway, so that's a good thing. Which brings me to something that's really important, which I find really important. Yo, gotta watch my speed, man. Which is really important, and that is when things we're now in this throwaway society, disposable society. Yeah, I keep hearing on the news, oh, if Ange doesn't win, he's gonna get sacked. What? Because we've been through tough times this season. The answer is to sack him. We've had Jose Mourinho, we've had Antonio Conte, we've had all top managers. We've had Nuno Espirito Santi. Yeah, we've had all these big mans, and the only two people who brought us to a final, we had AVB. Yeah. So the only two people who bring us to a final is Poch and Ange. Look at the problem. We sacked Poch, yeah, sacked Poch, and have we got any better? So, would have been better just staying with Poch? Probably would have won something domestically. So listen. Let's just back the team. Stop asking for people to get sacked. And if you're a real Spurs fan or a real person in life, why would you want anybody to be sacked? He's got us to a final. I couldn't care less who we played. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're in the final and we got to play Man U. And it doesn't matter that we've beaten them 3 times already this season. What does matter is that we've got to beat them again. That's what matters. So, just because someone goes through tough times, does that mean we need to get rid of him? He needs to finish, he needs to change. And that is a problem with society at the moment. Everything's so disposable. Like people say to me, oh, why don't you get rid of that car and just get a new one? No, because I like my car. Just get rid of something that you like. Why? Oh, get rid of them old clothes, buy new clothes. Why? What's wrong with my old clothes? They're not ripped, they're not torn, they're not frayed, or well, some might be. But listen, stop. We need to get away from this disposable culture. I know that is how economics is pushing everybody, how society is pushing everybody. A disposable, and it's in everything. It's in cars, it's in clothes. Some reason your house isn't good enough, you've got to move. Yeah, all right, fair enough. If you've grown out of your house, yeah, then move. But then if you haven't, then stay. What's the issue? What is the issue? Why can't kids stay at home for longer? My daughter's never paying rent at my house. Never, ever. She can put food in the cupboard. She can, I don't know, whatever. But my daughter's never paying. As long as she's saving for a house, she ain't paying no rent. Come on. This disposable relationships. Yeah. How can I put this without incriminating anybody? There are people where, who've just never spoke to me, never said hello, never said anything. And I am fine with that. I'm happy with that. And I tell you why I'm happy with that. Because I'd rather have nothing to do with you And on a professional level, yes, we might do something together on a professional level, but have nothing to do with you on any other level. Because unless, the way I see it, friendship, if you're a friend with somebody, the word friend means more to me than it does to other people, for example. And friends do stuff for each other. Yeah. So if you're not a friend and you're just a disposable friend, there's no point being a friend. So, and that's why I don't like these disposable relationships that you can just throw away when it doesn't suit you. And just don't invest yourself into the relationship in the first place. Just don't do it. But if you are a friend, and I'm going full circle here, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. Why would you want to sack Ange? We've lost 19 matches in the league. We've had a real tough season. He's learning himself in the Premier League. Yeah. And what do you want someone to just come in and... We had the chance to get Arne Slot and we never took it. So, but Arne Slot wasn't going into... He went into Liverpool. He wasn't going into Spurs. So even though we had the chance to get Arne Slot, for whatever reason, Daniel Levy didn't take the option, and we got Ange instead. So we've chosen our biscuits. Now dunk them in the tea. That is it. What's the third thing? Oh yeah. So disposable. We've got to come away from this disposable relationship we have with anything. Clothes, cars. Oh, just get a new car, just get a this. It's ridiculous. Yeah, because what happens is you have a build-up and you become disposable as a person. And that's why mental health is so big. Because we want everything to work immediately, and when it doesn't, yeah, we just try and dispose it. Look at the divorce rate. The divorce rate is something like I don't know what it... I know it's near or above 50%. So if all the weddings, if 10 people get married this weekend, in 3 years' time, 5 of those 10 people who have been married this weekend, yeah, are going to be divorced. All that money wasted, all that time wasted. Spend the time getting to know that person. Spend the time not just doing frivolous, stupid things. Oh, we've been on holiday, so what? Yeah. Do you get on? Are you compatible? Do you link? Do you make each other smile? Do you understand each other? Do you annoy each other? Do you rub each other's feet? Do you compliment each other? Do you and if you do all those things, then great. Get married, have children. If you don't. Simple. Well, it's not simple. It's actually quite complicated, because some people jump in the deep end and don't find out those things until later on. And it brings me back to, when there's tough times, don't just throw in the towel. Maybe I've got some scars. It's like I said yesterday, I'm a Jedi. Yeah. You're a Padawan. I'm a Jedi. So I've had some scars. I've had some battles. I've had some beatings. Yeah. And we always used to say, when we was in America, we always used to say, when put in some stupid, ridiculous situation, we would say, it's character building, lads. It's character building. Just makes us better, makes us stronger people. Yeah. And isn't it funny? Yeah. The person I was best mates with 20, 25, 30, nearly 40 years ago, still best mates today. Do you get what I mean? Because it's not frivolous, it's not throwaway, it's real. The traffic, man. Goodness sake, they're not fixed it yet. So, sat in traffic now, like a moron. Yep, so my last thing is, and it's quite a negative thing to be honest. So a few morons phoned me last night and decided to make threats about my daughter. And I'm going to say this to them: we're going to catch you, and it's not going to be pleasant when you are caught. However, and I say this to anyone, if you want to be negative and that's your life, you're a negative person, you're a broken person, there's things wrong in your life that you can't be positive, that you feel the need to phone a dad and make negative comments about that dad's daughter, my advice is, say what you want about me, call me names, call me a Malteser, call me Shinehead, call me whatever you want, call me. I'll laugh, I'll joke with you, I'll banter with you. But you don't say anything about my children. You don't say anything about my child. And that, you know, that's an unwritten rule. Say what you want about me. I obviously used to teach you at a previous school. I probably gave you a detention and you've held that against me. So fair enough. That was your way of getting me back. But you're going to get caught. Yeah, because I got your phone number and it's easily traceable. So you're going to get caught. And that's it. So when you get caught, when the last kid got caught, he played the, oh, you know, I'm a child. It was an accident. Didn't mean to do it. I was just trying to be funny. And I do blame the police a little bit, because the police had the chance to throw the book at you and make at that person and make it so that you would never do it again. Instead, they decided to give you a warning, and I just don't agree in warnings. If you thought you was clever enough to phone someone up and say something negative about their child, you've made that decision. That's a decision you've made. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But the police, in their wisdom, that's what they've done. So there you go. And the last thing I want to talk about is, I don't really like talking about it, but racism. Now, racism, it seems to be rearing its ugly head. And let me tell you why it's rearing its ugly head. Because when I was at school, and people who follow me, who went to school as well, my same school, would know that the teachers could call you racial slurs and racial names and use stereotypes and all that type of thing. Yeah, they could call you WOG, they could call you COON, they could call you Sand, BOY, and all. They call you those names. You know, they got away with it. But what happened was, because we got some success in the 90s in eradicating racism and treating people as human beings and stuff, what's happened is we've gone too far to the left, far too far to the left, where you can't say anything to anybody. Banter, jokes, and I've paid the price for it at some point as well. With when I've told you before, when I made that joke about Delhi and a part of your anatomy around the middle of your body, yeah. So I've paid the price for it, of people being too woke. Now what's happened, because we've going to the far right, yeah, it's all about say and do anything. So we need to kind of get the pendulum back to the middle, where we just treat people like human beings. We're just nice to each other. Yeah, we might not like each other. You may not like, you know, everybody can. You can dislike a race. You can dislike a certain person. You can adhere to stereotypes. You can do all of those things. They're not good, but you can do them. Yeah, but at least you do them in the comfort of your own home. You do them in the comfort of your own surroundings, the comfort of your own environment. You don't feel the need to do it on a podcast. You don't feel the need to do it on Piers Morgan. You don't feel the need to do it in public. Yeah, if it's like I say, if a child is stealing something, yeah, just call that child a thief. Don't call them another kind of... Don't put their colour in front of the name. Bill Burr said it the absolute funniest. He says, when he said that when black guys use racism, it's funny, but when white guys use racism, it's questionable, it's racist. And that's because yes, Bill Burr's being funny, but it's kind of acceptable in those terms because of the funniness, the humorousness of it. Now, why would you want to call anybody anything other than their name? Behind their back, call them whatever you want. And then some would say, well, it's brave to call them whatever it is to their face. But why? It's just inflammatory. It's just gonna... We already live in a world where there's 2 wars. Well, there's more than 2, but there's 2 wars that we know about at the minute. Russia, Ukraine, yeah, and India, Pakistan. Why would we want to add any more negativity to the world? Like I keep saying, the devil's en route. The devil's en route. The devil's on his way. In fact, the devil's not on his way. The devil's already here. He's already here, and he's making waves. He's getting some success, and he's getting success because people are mentally weak, or a lot of people are mentally weak. And when people are mentally weak, people do ridiculous, silly things, like call someone the N-word in a park, like call someone the N-word on a podcast, like outward racism, like that lorry truck driver the other day driving through the burst water main when everybody's tried to avoid it. Yeah, oh, I don't care, I'm going to drive straight through, just causing more traffic. Because if you get stranded in the water, then you're going to cause more traffic. Why do it? Why? It just makes no sense. So let's just recap. Spurs playing Manchester United in Bilbao. Let's pay respect to the things that we own and the relationships that we have. Yep. Listen, not everything is going to be love, and not everything is going to be happiness. But what we can do, guys, is just pay respect to the items we own and the people around us. Make ways to stop this disposable culture. 3. What was 3? I can't even remember now. 3. Oh yeah. These people who've got my phone number. Yeah. If you're gonna phone me and you wanna, and your self-esteem's that low that you need to say something negative, then focus your negative attention on the target, not on the person's children. Yeah. And the 4th one, I just made the point. Can't even remember. Anyway, like and subscribe, guys. Wake up to Rodney. I've got to sit through this traffic. I'm going to drink my coffee. It's a beautiful morning. And have a great day, everybody. See you later. Bye.